What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're going to be doing the SmackDown review. We started off with the New Day coming out. They announced themselves as 5-time tag team champions. What? I'm sorry, didn't they lose the belts last week? It's announced that they'll get a rematch at Crown Jewel against The Bar. Xavier Woods says that they were cheated last week, and Kofi Kingston says he wants retribution. The Bar and The Big Show come out, which brings us to our first match, Kofi Kingston versus The Big Show. This was an match. It didn't take long for all hell to break loose. The Bar and The Big Show ran roughshod on the New Day. We then have AJ Styles and Daniel Bryant versus the Usos, again. If you saw their last match, you pretty much saw this one. The only exception is AJ Styles accidentally kicked Daniel Bryan. Jey Uso got the super kick and a splash for the win. After an extended video still trying to push Becky Lynch as a heel, we go to our next match, Aiden English versus Rusev. It was another match. Aiden English started yelling at Lana. She threw her shoe at Aiden English. Rusev hit the Machka kick, put him in the accolade for the win. We then have an episode of Miz TV. Yay. His guest is Rey Mysterio. The Miz runs down Rey Mysterio, as usual. Mysterio says, "I'm sorry, I thought I was being booked on Truth TV," and then tells The Miz that he wants to fight. As usual, The Miz tries to chicken out, but attacks Rey Mysterio when he wasn't looking. As soon as Mysterio starts to fight back, The Miz bolts out of the ring. Which brings us to our next match, The Miz versus Rey Mysterio. This is actually a pretty good match. Most of Rey Mysterio's matches are pretty good. There's a good bit of back and forth between Mysterio and The Miz. Rey hit the 619 and the dime on The Miz for the pin. We then have a women's tag team match, Naomi and Asuka versus Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Before the match starts, the Iconics, Lana, Carmella, and Zelina Vega come out. Everyone starts fighting, and Asuka is left standing tall in the ring. This is another one of those moments where we just jam every woman possible into one bit just to get them on TV. They've done it before. They can do good women's matches without overbooking everything. We then have Shane McMahon coming out. He talks up the Crown Jewel and asks who's going to win the World Cup Championship, to which the crowd starts to chant CM Punk. Shane starts to talk up the SmackDown participants in the World Cup to determine the best in the world. That's about the goofiest name for anything I've ever heard. And then we come to our main event, Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy. This is a very physical match. Randy Orton took it to Jeff Hardy both in and out of the ring, even going back to pulling on Jeff Hardy's ear hole. Dude. I swear, by this time, Jeff Hardy can use manhole covers for plugs. Jeff Hardy starts to fight back, but to no avail. Randy Orton hit the RKO for the pin, and Randy Orton stands tall on the turnbuckle as we close tonight's SmackDown. This was not a good SmackDown. In fact, Raw did a lot better this week over SmackDown. There were a couple of good matches. There were way too many down points than there were up. I posted on both my Facebook and Twitter pages a poll in regards to everything that's been happening over in Saudi Arabia, whether or not you guys want me to do a review of Crown Jewel. So either leave a comment down below on what you think, or go to one of my pages and place your votes. The pages are down in the description. Let me know what you want, and I'll either do a video or I won't. But I'll do it for this episode of SmackDown Review. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's SmackDown or what you thought of this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.